Hello, you're watching a case study on SkinFIT, a 6-week skin transformation program that's offered at SkinONE. Here's the content we're going to be reviewing in the next couple of slides in the next few minutes of this video. First is just a snapshot of what SkinFIT is and the results that it creates, and the common skin challenges and needs of clients. Follow that by the conventional offerings and treatments that are out there and why they fall short of delivering and why people continue to look for answers to their skin problems. And then finally, we're going to get to the SkinFIT approach and how it gets results that are guaranteed. Lastly, our model for the case study, Carrie has a video of her documented that is a review of her own point of view. And then we get a bonus for everyone who sticks around all the way to the end as well. So hang tight and here we go. So what is SkinFIT? SkinFIT is a new way of looking at skin health where try to target multiple skin concerns simultaneously. So we use 5 different treatments over a course of 6 weeks, and the current results of the people that have gone through the program have reported an average of 189% improvement in tone and texture in just 48 days. So here's a snapshot of Carrie. Here's the before and after. Carrie is a North Shore entrepreneur and rock star mom. We're going to start with our baseline. We start all skin fits with a Visia analysis. It's really important for all the people that are looking to improve their skin to start with some sort of scan to establish a baseline. It also removes the bias. It collects data, which is great for benchmarking, and also kind of uncovers those low-hanging fruit, which is like the easiest ones to improve and get the best results. So just in review here, on the screen, you see 2 numbers. 38 on the left, which is her chronological age during the treatment, and then on the right 45, which is after analysis, and then comparing over a few 100,000 people of her demographic. The Visia kind of puts her skin down to it is presenting in an age that would be average of a 45-year-old. So we got some work to do. She's her skin's appearing to be 7 years older than her chronological age. So when we say we can remove certain years, that is the true skin age there, the 45 on the right. And so how does this look? So here's the baseline. The most prominent concern for her was mid-face redness. Okay, so that's the number one, or the one that would be directed at that she wished he could improve upon. But also note that she also presented with fairly typical for her age and demographic, UV damage spots, sun damage, that type of thing, along with standard lines and wrinkles. And then you can see the results here after the 6 weeks and the treatments. The left is the original, the right you can see the significant reduction in redness. There's still a little ways to go, but still dramatically improved. And then also though, the secondary concerns also dramatically improved, which would be the tone on the brown and pore size, texture. It's much more even, and you can even see the lines and wrinkles on the eyes and between the nose and the mouth have been reduced as well. So here's the after scan we did. So 5 years after, 5-year change after 6 weeks. So you can see that the true skin age has gone from 45 down to 40, so a reduction. And then you can see her age actually has gone from 38 to 39, which means she had a birthday over the course of the 6 weeks. So that's why it's reporting in that way. But still a pretty dramatic improvement. We'll go through the points of that. And if you're saying that you don't necessarily present like Carrie does for our case study here, that's okay. Here's the average results for the 100 people, all women that have gone through the SkinFIT program in 6 weeks. Their reportings are 189% overall improvement in their skin tone and texture. And then individually, the pigment and redness has been improved by 66% and 92%. So, and there's lots of different ways that people present when they're coming into the program, but these are the results they get overall. I want to talk about why skin health is such a big thing, not just to the way people present, but also how they feel. So I wanted to go over the skin is the largest organ in the body, and establishing good behaviors and creating good skin health is great, such as sun protection, reduces your risk of cancer, so that's overall. But deeper than that, like health and fitness, your skin plays a huge role in your mental and well-being and confidence as well. So this is a report from a survey from the New York Post that reported that 67% of women would attest that their skin or a dissatisfaction with their skin is actually the reason that they have reduced confidence. So we do know when you're treating the whole client that this is one of the reasons, A, that people are looking for solutions, but also B, the great upside that comes with getting a wonderful skin improvements. So the confidence it goes all the way through. These are societal pressures that are kind of can be crippling, and I think it's important to talk about as well. And we can actually put a dollar value to it too. To technically, confidence comes at a cost. So this is the makeup market in North America is at $115 billion. So the idea is how do we break up with makeup and lift people's spirits in 6 weeks, and that's what we're going to review right now. So how do we get the undeniable improvements in skin after SkinFit? Well, first of all, let's look at what are the concerns that we can improve upon, and what are the concerns that people look in the mirror and wish they could improve. So the first one is probably pigmentation. It's pretty standard sun damage as we get older, unless we're always wearing sunscreen as youth. That's probably something's going to come up. There's hyperpigmentation. There's also melasma. There's post-inflammatory. Sorry, hyperpigmentation and redness, which is also on our model and case study. This could be from inflammation, superficial vessels, or post-inflammation erythema, kind of like post-acne. And then on the collagen and elastin side, on the texture side of things, we've got lines and wrinkles, crepey skin, thin skin, and dull skin. And a lot of this is from lack of volume and then the decrease of collagen and elastin as we age. So I think the key thing is that if we address just the prominent concern, we won't get as big as the result as you saw with Carrie. And I think this is important to point out. So Carrie's prominent concern was redness, but also, and that's reflected in the percentile. So this is from the Visia scan here. So she was at the 11th percentile. So it's saying, yeah, she's on the low end of the scale for based on her demographic. But also know that brown spots was only at 19, texture was at 21, spots was at 31, and UV spots 33, and wrinkles 44. So all below average. So if we just addressed redness, we would still be left with the remainder on Carrie. We'd be looking at them back in the mirror and probably dissatisfied with her efforts. And so in order to get the wow factor from Carrie's results, we didn't just go after the redness, we improved all of these lower than average benchmarks, and we increased them by a considerable amount. So one, the redness is obviously a huge increase, 32 from 11, or up 32 from 11. So almost 3 times as much. Brown spots is improved by 105%, and spots itself is 145%, but even texture and wrinkles were up a dramatic amount, like nearly 100%. So globally, everything was kind of brought up above the average, and that's how we get the before and after results we do. So if you're wondering, like, you don't present like our case study here and wondering how it might apply to you, I've got a couple of things, our common concerns that get presented when we see walk into our clinic, and how we address them individually. So the first one is like adult hormonal acne. People that may have acne for the first time, generally in women postpartum or menopausal, they're coming in and they've got skin concerns. So on the picture you see here is you see what's called PIE, or post-inflammatory erythema after the acne. Sometimes these turn into brown spots, so you end up with PIH. And then obviously you're dealing with large pore size and possible scarring. But given the age and the demographic, because this is an adult hormonal acne, what is the sun exposure at this point in time and age? Is fairly common to have sun exposure, lines, and wrinkles. So I'd like to address everything all at once and not just the prominent concerns, because you'd be left with the remainder ones. And some might be typical in just on texture would be their number one thing they would want to improve upon. But of course, given age and how we end up with lines and wrinkles, a lot of time it is based upon age. It is based upon sun exposure. It does have secondary formations as well, like UV spots and sun damage, and it's just spots in general, so a tone side. And a lot of times as we age, we get mid-face redness as well from some vessels. So we can treat all of those and not just the collagen and elastin, although that might be the primary concern. And then here's another one common that comes in is they don't have acne and they haven't in years, maybe even decades, but still left with the scars from their youth. And so they got some unorganized collagen or the scars that we need to treat, but also know that a lot of times with acne, people end up with PIH that gets trapped for very long periods of time. likely have pore size, very common for this type of presentation, or at least that we see that comes in. And of course, based upon the age or when they decide to have this treated, they might also end up having UV damage, sun damage, and lines and wrinkles. So it's not just one thing to be treated. It's generally most people have multiple different factors that need to be done. And I think that's important because I think that's where the conventional offerings tend to come up short. So we're going to go review a couple of standard offerings for a lot of those types of solutions. And they end up with being part solutions, which ends up being a part result. A lot of times they just tackle the prominent concern and they leave the rest of the concerns staring back at somebody in the face. And we're going to go through why that happens. So reds and browns, pretty common. Sun damage, redness, actually a lot like our case study in Carrie. So an IPL device might be suggested, and that would not be incorrect. It's very common for reds and browns. And of course, in order to get full outcome from that IPL device, it's likely going to be suggested that they have a series of 4 of them, and that would not be technically incorrect. But what this does is it lengthens out the time frame before somebody gets a result because you're doing 1 per month, so you're looking at a minimum of 4 months. And then on top of that, there's also diminishing returns between the third and the fourth treatment. There's going to be much less gain from that, and that might be better invested in a different way. And secondly, now we've done reds and browns, but we probably have an entire texture or collagen and elasticide that has not yet been touched. So it's probably going to be recommended that they take care of the rest with skincare. Again, not an incorrect way to go. Medical grade skincare has huge benefits. The problem being is that you're going to have time. And what ends up happening is the longer the time and the less results that people have, they have to stay committed for a longer period of time. It's highly likely they'll fall off and then not make it to their goal. So in summary, you end up treating half the concerns, you're going to have half the impact. Medical grade skincare does have massive benefits, but it takes time to achieve the results. And the longer the results, the less likely people are to achieve it. And what ends up happening is you're down money, down time, and still seeking solution and highly frustrated. And we see this quite often on people walking into our doors here. So on the opposite side, maybe it is just texture and not tone, or at least predominantly that you're focused on. So it's collagen stimulation. Microneedling is going to be suggested. Clinical studies would suggest they probably need between 3 and 6 in order to get there. And then, so here we go. We haven't touched tone at all. And then on that side, it's probably going to be recommended that some sort of medical grade skincare. Not incorrect, but now you're looking at a minimum of 5 months, and certain things just are not going to be targeted as effectively as a treatment with the skincare alone, and it could be up to a year in order to get those results. And the same type of outcome happens. It's a dissatisfaction or an incomplete solution, and people are frustrated. They just don't know what else to do. So we've taken a different approach. We kind of reverse engineered what the goals were of the client, and then we kind of work backwards on how to get there. And so we also paralleled something else that has had a lot of success in a completely different industry. And this is how we're going to get repeatable results, and we also guarantee a result. So we kind of took the fitness approach. Most people don't do one exercise to get in shape. They don't just do bicep curls. Bicep curls be an improvement, but best outcomes come from a variety of treatments and also stacking treatments. You don't just do one exercise on one day. All right, you can get outsized returns when you stack treatments, and the same principles apply when we're dealing with skin that we have found. So we're going to create a range of treatments that work the entire all the concerns all at once, and we're going to stack the treatments. And so what does success look like, or reverse engineering it? So if we treat all the symptoms, then we get more impactful results. If we reduce the time to see results, then we get early wins and we get more commitment from the clients. Okay, and then if we improve the outcomes, we get more confidence. If we decrease the downtime, it makes it easier for people to fit the treatments into scheduling. And if we focus on skin health as opposed to the aesthetic outcome, then we're going to get lasting effects and better behaviors. So in the end, healthy skin is less inflamed, has less pigmentation, produces more collagen and elastin. In other words, people that have healthy skin look better, look younger, and require less makeup and have more confidence. So let's do that then. So if we got 5 main concerns that we are commonly seeing, then let's have at least 5 treatments that treat them all, and that's what we've done here. So this covers both tone and texture and all of the major aspects, and this is how the SkinFIT use their application A. We don't use an IPL, we use a BBL, which is a much more advanced version of an IPL. It's safer and has better outcomes, and we do 2 of them because a series, we dial it into the second one to get a better, more refined result, but we don't do 4. And then for texture, we have a nano laser peel, and then on texture again, we do micro needling, which is a clinically supported collagen induction treatment. Lastly, we do a nourishing facial using some medical products, and that is not to, it's to promote the healing process. It is not to create a change. The change has already happened by the time that happens. So this is the way it rolls out. It is over 6 weeks. It is 5 treatments, and it is 3 treatment days. So day 1, we stack. We do a BBL stacked back to back with a nano laser peel, which is a tone and a texture procedure on the same day. Again, we get better results if we do this than individually do them 1 month apart, and we cut the downtime in half. On the second day you come in, which is 4 weeks later, 1 month later, treatment day 2 is a BBL dialed in more specifically based upon the recipe we recorded from your first treatment. And then we do a collagen induction, a different version of a texture treatment. So we get a tone and a texture again. And then on the last treatment day, which is on week 6 or 2 weeks later, okay, after, we're just going to pack it full with a bunch of nourishing ingredients from some medical grade skincare. And the results from all of this is from the 100 people that reported both before and afters, the pigmentation has been reduced by 66%. The redness is 92, and overall, people are saying they have 189% improvement in their skin. And then for the next slide here, we're just going to listen to Carrie on her documented journey of her SkinFIT. Watch, right?
I'm going to walk you through the 6-week SkinFIT program at SkinONE. You'll start by taking in-depth pictures underneath your skin and then take before pictures for when you're done. You'll then start your first BBL treatment. This is the most advanced and safest IPL on the market, comparing reds, vessels, and browns pigmentation. I've left the sound off here so you can hear what it sounds like. Here's what my skin looked like immediately after treatment. So we just applied very sexy numbing cream to my face, and we're about to start micro needling. This is a good look. I should just channel this all the time. After about 30 minutes, your skin is ready for micro needling. This is going to rejuvenate your skin surface, reduce wrinkles, and create collagen and elastin. You can hear it here. Here's my skin immediately after treatment. We then applied a growth factor mask for some instant soothing and starting the recovery process. Taking care of my skin in between treatments with their amazing ZO products. And then back for week 4 for another round of BBL. This time we go back to back with a nano laser peel. This is going to reveal fresh new skin and produce collagen and elastin, and it doesn't hurt, so you don't need numbing cream this time. Your skin will look a little funny though, but instantly soothed with this refreshing hydrating spray. This is what my skin looked like the same day in the evening. So this is day 2, way less downtime than last time. Some noticeable spot lifting, which is fantastic, but nowhere near as aggressively red. Stay tuned for a couple more days. Okay, my skin is all finished healing, significantly clear, way smoother, tight and bright. And then we're back at week 6 to take more pictures to see how far my skin has come. This time we're going to do a nourishing facial using those amazing ZO products. Oh, didn't hate this part. This was nice. And then check out the results. Look at all those red spots. Poof, they are gone. The before and afters are honestly so insane, and my skin feels amazing. I'm going to walk you through the 6-week SkinFIT program at SkinONE. You'll start by taking in-depth pictures underneath your skin.
And recap what SkinFIT does is we have 5 treatments that cover all the major concerns that we see being presented. We improve the outcomes by stacking treatments to get better result. It also decreases the downtime in half. And then we get quick wins and improves people's commitment, trust, and creates lasting results. And we focus on skin health because when you do that, your skin will reward you with confidence. And I think that's really important. So in summary, it's 5 treatments, 3 days, 6 weeks. We guarantee the results. This is the outcome that people are seeing when they go through the program. And a free bonus, congratulations to committing to your knowledge on how to improve your skin. So for more information on what you just watched and how to achieve similar or even better results, because we have a more advanced version of SkinFit that was not shown in this particular case study, just fill out the form below and you can book a 30-minute consultation with one of our skin coaches. This is free to you for your commitment to your own skin health.